Are you looking to take your house from for sale to sold while maximizing the amount of money you make at the end of the day, but you're not looking to spend tens of thousands of dollars out of your pocket to make that one happen? Well, today I'm going to give you the magic checklist that I give all my clients on how to do that while spending $1,000 or less. And if you're willing to put a little elbow grease in, make sure you watch to the end because I'm going to show you what you can do with just $60, and it may be the best part of this entire series. But wait, first, we got to go somewhere. 1, 2, 3. And here we are at Lowe's. You're probably wondering how I got Dunkin' at the same time. Little movie magic. Don't worry, we're kind of fancy here. But let's go inside and take a peek. And like that bald spot on the back of your head, mulch does wonders for your flower garden. And it helps it pop out a little bit. Spending $5, $8 a dollar for a bag, get 10 of these, put it out there. It can make your entire front yard look completely different and like you actually care about gardening from time to time. And the second thing on this list, since we're talking about things that you don't care about, and obviously keeping things wet isn't something you've cared about most of the time, is getting a sprinkler. Putting one of these little bad boys up in your lawn a couple weeks before your house goes live can very easily turn your yard from looking like a brown, nasty mess into something you, again, have cared about. And hey, at least you can say you've got something wet once in your life. And number 3 is going to be one of these gutter extenders. Why these are so helpful is you actually attach these to your gutter and it pushes that water far away from your house, which means things like water intrusion from rain gets minimized. So it helps prevent water damage, and it also makes it so when buyers are looking through your house, going around it, they're not going and stepping into a puddle pretending it's Noah's Ark. Trying to sell a house, not a boat. Up next is going to be something that you can put around your door frame, whatever bug spray you'd like, but something that you can put up there, especially if you live in the woods, because buyers are going to be coming in and out of your house, and you don't want them to constantly walk in spider webs because it can make a home seem unwelcoming and additional maintenance for them, and we don't want to give them that perspective on your house, right? Up next is probably the thing that's been on your honey-do list for the last 4 years. It is replacing those lights out by your garage that have either broken or been damaged. I don't know, maybe from you, the kid throwing a ball up against the side of the garage. I don't know. I did that as a kid. But spending a little bit of money, even the $50 ones, the $60 ones, it will make your house stand out, look a little bit better at the end of the day, and it gives it a modern touch, which is always a plus. Now, I know you haven't been called Picasso since you were about 2 years old and you were drawing stick figures on your wall, but here's your opportunity to do it all over again. A nice fresh coat of paint can help your house stand out. Now, if you've painted it in the last couple years, you might not need to do that, but if it's been a decade plus, it could be a good idea, especially if each room's a different color. That can be a huge turnoff for buyers. Makes sense, right? Exactly. You remember going to the circus as a kid and going past those mirrors that made things look all different sizes and shapes and big and small? We can do the same thing with your house. Getting a mirror like this and putting it in the corner of the room or up on the wall can make that space look so much bigger, which can be extremely helpful, especially if you have a smaller house. Something like this makes your house look more welcoming, and that's the goal at the end of the day. Now, one of the easiest updates you can do is your kitchen faucet. You don't need to spend stupid crazy money over here on those $200, $300 ones, but coming over here, using the $79 one can make your kitchen look so much better. And if you're anything like me, your faucet's probably covered in soap stains. There might even be some rust on it. And instead of, trying to fix that problem, which you probably can at this point, just spend the $79 and put a new one in. It'll look so much better. And on the 7th day, God said let there be light, and so updating some of the lighting inside your house can be super helpful. Now, you don't need to spend money on these super expensive ones. Something simple like the ones down here, or this, which is one of my favorite. It's only like $60, is really easy to plug and play install in like hallways as an example, which typically have those outdated boob lights. Put something like this up here, it'll help your house stand out a little bit more, and it looks cool. They say a picture can be worth 1,000 words, so do that and get a new mirror. If you have a plain Jane one, swap it out for something cool like this, a new shape, something with a rim around the side, and it's only usually 99 bucks, 80 bucks to get something like this. So easy update, easy thing to do, go knock it out. Since we're talking about bathrooms, you can also replace that faucet, even if you got a plain Jane white one like this, is what I have personally. Putting something like this on here will help it stand out and pop and give it a newer feel for those buyers looking around. And bathrooms are one of the biggest hot points that buyers look at, so a simple replacement of this could potentially help you walk away with more money. Oh, and look, we made it over here to the lighting section. Again, who would have thought that? But updating some of your bathroom lighting can also help give your bathroom a new look. Again, make sure that the lighting is going to match the mirror, match the faucet at the end of the day. But putting in one of these for $69, $124 will make your bathroom feel completely new. Have you ever had a significant other that has maybe some bad BO, maybe a little musky, and you wanted to remove that? Well, you can do that with a dehumidifier in your basement. When buyers tour houses, it's the first time in there, and if your basement smells a certain way because it's a little wet down there, which most basements tend to be at some point, it's going to turn them off. So getting something like this, putting in there, not only helps prevent damage, but it also helps attract buyers to your house. You know, there's nothing worse than going into a public restroom and it's just nasty in there. The toilet looks like 10 different rats have died in there. Imagine going to a home that you want to buy and the toilet's the same way. Get some toilet cleaner, get it scrubbed up so it looks like it's brand new, because if not, if a buyer does open up that toilet and they see some unforgivables, it might turn them away. Everybody likes a clean floor, and if a buyer is willing to lay on your floor, well, that's even better. So go take a couple minutes, get your floor cleaned, maybe use a little bit of squirt mop if that's what you have, hardwood floor, maybe not. Maybe you got some pets with some carpets, you need the urine destroyer, I don't know. But do what you can to get your floors to look as clean as possible. Again, we want the home to look like it's been taken care of, and taking the 20 minutes to clean your floor is an easy way to do that. Last but not least is renting out one of these bad boys, and or also renting out a power washer. You can use this to get your carpets deep cleaned, but also a power washer for the side of your house can make your house look completely brand new, get that moss off, all that mildew off. You can do the same thing to your driveway, so instead of having that murky dark color you have on there, it could look brand new, especially with those lighter tone driveways. It's a huge thing. Just make sure you're careful because it's really easy to damage it, and we don't want to do that. Can't put makeup on it. You know what I mean? So there you are. There is a bunch of different ideas on how you can go and either repair or update your house so you can make more money when it's getting sold without dropping tens of thousands of dollars. And on top of that, now you can go to Lowe's and not be worried about dropping tens of thousands of dollars just because you're there, or buying a bunch of plants. You don't need to buy a bunch of plants. You just need to do the things I talked to you about, okay? All right, talk to you later.